How's it going, guys? TacTixHD here bringing another FIFA World Cup video. In this video, guys, I'm bringing you my round of 16 prediction. So basically, guys, I'm going to be predicting what's going to happen from here on up, leading all the way up to the final and the eventual winner. So first, guys, we have the matchup between Brazil and Chile. This is a very, very good matchup. But in this matchup, I have to take the host nation. I have to take Brazil. I think they're both very good teams, and I really just have to give the edge to Brazil because they have obviously home field advantage. Everyone, all of their fans are going to be there. I think Neymar's playing very well. So I think they're stronger team at the back end. So I think Brazil will pull out that win. On the next matchup, guys, we have Colombia against Uruguay. Another very good matchup. It's going to be a really close game to call. Before Suarez decided to take a chunk out of Chiellini and get suspended for the rest of the tournament, I might have been leaning towards Uruguay. It was probably going to be really close, but now that Suarez is out, and you guys seen how, Uruguay played against Costa Rica, going down 3-1 without Suarez. I think, Suarez pretty much is that offense. Without him, Uruguay's going to really have a really tough time scoring. So I think without Suarez, I have to give this win to Colombia. So both Brazil and Colombia will be matching up in the next round. Going lower down, guys, you can see the next matchup here. We have France and Nigeria. So this should be a good game, but I think, this is going to be a pretty easy win for France. I think they dominated their group, and I think that they can easily beat Nigeria and move on to the next round. And then on the final matchup, guys, on the left side here, we have Germany and Algeria. Again, I think this could be a good game, but I think that Germany is one of the top teams in the tournament. Algeria is probably one of the bottom teams in the tournament, at least in the round of 16 here. So I think Germany should handily beat Algeria and move on to the next round against France. So going over the right side here, guys, our first matchup here, we have Netherlands against Mexico. This should be a really good matchup. Two very offensive teams with a lot of good attacking players, but I think the Netherlands is just a better team. It's probably going to have a couple more chances, which will lead to them, winning the game. So I think I'm going to have to take Netherlands in this first matchup. The second matchup here, guys, we have Costa Rica against Greece. These are two teams I'm actually very surprised to see in the round of 16. I didn't think either of them would be here, but I think I'm going to have to go with Costa Rica in this game. I think it's going to be really close. I'm not sure if you consider Costa Rica the upset or not, but just the way they played against Uruguay and Italy, they played pretty good against England too. I mean, that game probably could have gone either way. Makes sense it ended up a draw, but I think Costa Rica could keep the Cinderella story going here and beat Greece, moving on to the next matchup against the Netherlands. Going further, guys, we have Argentina against Switzerland. This is probably going to be one of the best matchups of the round of 16. I think this is going to be a really good game. I think Switzerland's a very underrated team that, I think a lot of people think, probably aren't as good as they are. But saying that, guys, Argentina has one of the best players in the world on their team in Messi. And I think, if Messi plays like Messi can play, Argentina should be able to pull out this win. So, for that matchup, guys, it's going to be really close, but I think I'm going to take Argentina moving on. And, in the last matchup here, guys, we have Belgium against USA. This is another game that should be really close. USA, I didn't expect to be here. I thought Portugal would have had that second spot, but, they played well enough to beat Portugal. They tied Ghana there, they beat Ghana, tied Portugal, lost to Germany, but they ended up still getting in. So, this should be a good game, but I think that, Belgium is the better team, and today they are going to move on to play Argentina. So, moving on here, guys, to the quarterfinals. So we got Brazil and Colombia in this first matchup. That's going to be a great game to watch, and I think, I have to go with still again the host nation, Brazil. I think both these teams are very strong. This is Colombia's first time in the World Cup ever, or in a long time. So, I think that might play a role into it. Maybe this Brazilian team's a lot more used to the big stage. And I think, like I said, Brazil being at home is a huge thing. Wherever they're playing, that just everyone there is going to be going for them. So I think I'm going to have to take Brazil again. That's going to rest on Neymar. If their defense plays well, I think Brazil can win this game, but that should be a great game to watch. The next quarterfinal game, guys, we have France against Germany. This is going to be another great game to watch. I can't wait for this one. Two very good teams here. But I think I'm going to take Germany on this one. Germany is personally probably my favorite to win the whole thing. I think they're a more balanced team all around. France obviously relies heavily on Benzema up front. Depending on how he plays, they could pull out the win, but I think Germany's got the defense to shut down Benzema and pull out this win. Moving on to the semi matchup there against Brazil. So now, guys, in our third quarterfinal game, we have Netherlands against Costa Rica. This should be a good game, but I think, the team with a little bit more experience, a little bit more star power on Netherlands should handily beat Costa Rica and move on to the semifinal matchup. And finally, guys, in our last quarterfinal matchup here, we have Argentina against Belgium. This is going to be another really good game. But I think, again, Messi being on Argentina, that's just so hard to stop. I don't think Belgium really has the defenders really to stop Messi. They might be able to stop him a couple times, but all Messi needs to do is, find some space, and he can find the back of the net. So I'm going to take Argentina here, moving on to the semifinal to go up against the Netherlands. So In our first of 2 semifinal matchups here, guys, we have Brazil against Germany. This is going to be possibly the game of the tournament. I think this is going to be a great game to watch. July 8th, make sure you mark it down on your calendars. That's going to be just such a great game. So this is going to be a really close one for me, guys. These are probably my 2 favorites, actually, to be in the World Cup final, but seeing as, you know, they're matched up against each other here, that's not going to be possible. So this, to me, is more or less the World Cup final game, and honestly, guys, it's a really tough decision for me, but I'm gonna take Germany. Simply because even though Brazil, you know, they're in Brazil, they got Neymar, they got a strong team throughout. I think Germany's just a little bit stronger throughout. I like Germany's defense a bit more, as well as I like their midfield a bit more. Brazil might have, you know, a bit better of an offense there with Neymar. They got Hulk, but I think Germany's a better all-around team, as well as like Germany's goaltending better. So I think Germany, due to the fact, you know, they're a more balanced team, should be able to pull out this win against Brazil, and that'll obviously move Brazil down to the 3rd place game there. In our second semifinal matchup, guys, we have Netherlands against Argentina. Again, this should be a great game to watch. Obviously, 2 really good offenses there. We got Robin and RVP going up against Messi. That's gonna be a very offensive game, I'm sure. At least probably a goal on each side. So I know, again, guys, this is a really tough one for me, but I think it's going to be a European final. I think Netherlands are going to beat out Argentina and move on to the final here, and Argentina, of course, will move to the 3rd place game. So in the 3rd place game, guys, we have a South American battle there. We have Brazil against Argentina. This again obviously all these games are going to be great here, getting down to the final, but again, I think I'm going to have to take Brazil, being the host nation here. Again, I think Neymar can, you know, maybe match Messi's scoring. I like Brazil's defense a lot better than Argentina's, and I think Brazil losing to Germany, then going to that 3rd place game, they're going to have some fire. They're definitely going to want to walk home with at least something, so I think Brazil's going to win the 3rd place there. And finally, guys, the final matchup here, Germany against the Netherlands. This is a huge matchup. Obviously, Netherlands back in the World Cup final. 2 World Cups in a row. That is insane if, you know, they do pull that off. And then Germany, of course, you know, one of my favorites, I think, in this tournament, going up against them. And I think again, I think it's going to be heartbreak for the Netherlands, losing back-to-back World Cups. I think Germany, having a more balanced team. Obviously, Netherlands, you definitely can't argue the fact Netherlands has a nicer offense, but I think Germany has an equal or better midfield, better defense for sure, and a better goaltender. So I think those things aligned, unless, you know, RVP and Robin just go off like they did against Spain, which is a possibility. I think Germany will be able to hold on to and win this World Cup. So, I mean, guys, those are my predictions from the round of 16 all the way up to the final. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure a ton of you disagree, but obviously this is just what I think is going to happen, and obviously, you know, you never want exactly what you think is going to happen, otherwise it's going to be boring. So it should be exciting, guys. A lot of good matchups to see there. Really just can't wait for this round of 16 to get underway and see the eventual World Cup winner. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like. It helps me out immensely. If you aren't subscribed, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Besides that, guys, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
It's the kind of beat that go.